Alright, YouTube, my first YouTube video, and I'm going to start off with my first amphibian of my reptile slash amphibian room. This is my Pacman frog, juvenile, female, normal. Got her from PetSmart. Not the best place to get her, but it's fine. Anyway, I'm just going to tell you how to care for them, what they need, and just for people who are interested in getting them or have one and didn't really do that much research and they're now trying to figure it out. This is for you. So, what I'm going to start out with is substrate. Can't really see, kind of brown, kind of dark. It's nighttime, as you can tell. It is called Eco Earth. I'll get you the bag right here. Give me a minute. And here it is. Eco Earth. It's get it from any pet store, really, any place, really. Just dirt, pretty much. That's it. She loves it. She just buries herself in it because that's what Pacman's frogs do. They are from South America. You need high humidity, about 70. Temperature should stay around 70. Over in this corner, it says about 60, 65. It's because the heat mat isn't that big. But I got a 10-gallon one, and I put it in here, and it was like really hot, so I took it out and put that one in. She's fine with it. She eats, she poops, she's completely fine. So don't worry about it. Also, I will show you her water bowl. It is empty right now. I will refill it tomorrow. I fill it every morning. Either evaporates or she sits in it, and they absorb water through their skin. That's how they drink. So that's just a hint of advice. If you don't see your frog lapping up water, now you know why. For hides, just a coconut husk thingy. I don't know. I mean, coconut hide, not husk. Got it from PetSmart, like $5, really cheap. Have a heat mat right here. About 5 gallons. Got from PetSmart too. Got all this stuff from PetSmart. Then I have a humidity hydrometer, temperature gauge. Can't really see it, but it says 65 over here. That's just because it's kind of cool in my room, but if she gets cold, she does crawl over here. I mean, it's not like she's freezing. It's not like it's 50 degrees and she's dying. I mean, trust me, she's fine. She eats, like I said. Yeah, you will need that. It is important to have. Now I'm just going to go through a quick list of like things I use and how to feed her. And then I will end the video. So, let's continue. For starters, I have everything right in a row right here. As you can see, all sorts of stuff. This stuff you will be using. This is most of the stuff, not all of the stuff. But most importantly, I will start with tongs. This is important for all reptile keepers, especially ones with Pacman frogs and snakes. I say especially Pacman frogs because these little guys have teeth, believe it or not. They actually have teeth, and yeah, when they're little, you can stick your hand in there and they'll bite and they'll tickle. When they're adults, they'll do some damage, so I would not suggest sticking your finger in front of these guys to be funny when they're older. But, just regular tongs are like, it's like $5 off eBay or something. Really cheap. So they're useful. Freeze-dried mealworms right here. This is just, to fill her up when I feed her crickets and give her some extra nutrients because I can't spend a crap load of money buying crickets. I just can't do that. So this is fine right now. I mean, she eats it. Just run it under some water. She doesn't even know the difference. Next I have a spray bottle. This is $5 from PetSmart. All living things. Good spray bottle and perfect for a 10-gallon tank. I mean, really does get the job done in a 10-gallon tank. Yeah, that's that. I would suggest getting a bigger one if you have, like, a bigger tank. Like, if you have, like, I don't know, like a Chinese water dragon or something, and you have to spray it down, would not suggest this, because this is it compared to my hand. And I have a big hand, but that's still pretty damn small. You don't want to do that for, like, a gigantic tank. Anyway, this is calcium. For novices and people who are just interested in this and don't really know about it yet, this is calcium powder. this stuff is extremely, extremely important to any reptile. Does not matter what type, bearded dragon, croc monitor, Komodo dragon, Nile crocodile, it doesn't matter, they need it. And they get it by either through getting it through the sunlight or lights with like bearded dragons and stuff, or they generate it by themselves, which is what Pacman frogs do. Which is one reason why they make such great pets, because you don't need a light. So if you're trying to convince your parents, just give you a reason. Doesn't cost any energy bills, except the heating, but just don't tell them. Pretty much what this stuff does, stops their bones from pretty much like melting. Pretty much just melts, and gets called metabolic bone disease. All right, so finally said it. It is a very nasty disease. You do not want your reptile, amphibian to get this. It's a very bad disease. It is curable with the right care, but it is a fairly deadly disease. I would really recommend feeding them this stuff, because they cannot generate it through heat lamps or whatever, or UVB lamps. So trust me, just get this stuff. It's $15 for this small thing, but it's worth it when your reptile actually lives. Next, I'm doing water conditioner. Just AquaSafe, regular stuff. $2. Easy, cheap. Keeps the water clean from tap water. You can use like the mountain water or whatever, the pure water. That's fine. You can use from a well, but any regular tap water, you should use this. It's because it does cancel out the chemicals and the hard metals. That's good. And next I'm doing freeze-dried crickets, same as the freeze-dried mealworms, honestly, really no difference. Next is almond butter jars. Now you may think, why do you have almond butter jars? Well, this is to hold the crickets that I catch with my tongs. I just put them in there, and this one has calcium powder in it. I shake it up, and they get covered in calcium, and I throw them in there, and she eats them. Pacman frog food, this stuff, never really tried it. I got it because my parents said they couldn't have bugs, and they changed their mind. So pretty much this is just reserved in case like natural disaster happens or I just can't get bugs one week. I could probably get her to eat it with enough probing because she is a little pig. Then I have another almond butter jar without calcium, because you don't want to feed them too much calcium. That's bad for them too. Just like once every other day with calcium, like every other feeding. That's fine. Then 10-gallon lid, just a regular lid. With a towel on it, that's to help keep in humidity. I soak that in water. It just helps keep in the humidity. Now I'm going to talk about feeding. I feed her small, medium crickets, and she eats them. She loves them. Now, the thing about crickets is you don't want to let them run around her cage. Now, I know many of you people do that. You just let them in there. Reason I don't do that is because there is a high chance that if she doesn't eat them right away, they will begin eating her. I've heard too many reports of lizards and frogs getting their eyes eaten out by crickets, and it's ridiculous because they're prey items. They should be eaten, but it does happen, and I would suggest just feeding them by tongs. It takes up more time, but it's more entertaining because you get to see her eat, and it's pretty cool to see her eat. And also could save her life. So yeah, it's definitely good. Feed her about 10 crickets. I have what I call a 2-day plan. One day I just feed her regular crickets without any calcium. Next day I feed her with calcium. That's the only difference. Then I don't feed her for the next day, and then I restart. I also feed her at least one mealworm per meal, just to keep her full and give her some extra nutrients, because I can't afford to buy boxes upon boxes of crickets every time I buy crickets. So yeah, that's with that. If I didn't say it before, heating about 75. Yeah, I said that. Humidity, keep it high. That's pretty much it. These guys grow pretty big. If you see the water bowl, she will probably grow as big as that, possibly bigger. It depends. She will grow big enough to eat pinky mice, at the very least. Most females grow larger than males, and she's a female. I am certain of that. So she will probably be eating fuzzies, and small adult mice, and she's completely grown. These guys, when she's an adult, I'm only gonna feed her like twice a week, like once Monday and once Friday, because once they're adults, they eat less, and also you can just do 2 big feedings a week, and that's it, and they're set. So yeah, here, let me get her out for you guys. Just let me. I'm not gonna pick her up because, like I said, she has teeth, and she will probably bite. So I know you can't really see, but I'm just going to try and get her out. Come on. There you go. Alright. She's just out now. And I'll just spray her down for you guys. This sec here. I'm going to put you down. Sorry about that. Just give me a second. There you go. Stay still. No, stay still. Stay still. There you go. She has interesting colors. I will point some things that I've noticed about her out to you guys. Can't really see because she is kind of covered in dirt, but as you can see, the lines on her back are pretty interesting. The one in the middle is broken up by some brown, but mostly it's like 3 lines all leading up to the top, which I find pretty unique and interesting. So I just thought this was pretty cool. Also, she has like gray like 2 gray, like almost looks like like a dog almost, like a dog face kind of with a green nose, kind of weird looking. But if you look, I mean, you kind of see ears and the nose in the middle. You see that green spot right there, and she's mostly gray, black, and white, and that's the only green on her in the very middle. So she's not extremely colorful, but she has some interesting patterns, which is fine enough for me. I love her all the same. She's complete. I love her a lot. She's really special. I like her a lot. She's really entertaining. When feeding her, I know it seems kind of weird because honestly, she doesn't do anything all day. She just sits in the same hole until feeding. But yeah, she's active when you're there. So I find it pretty cool. Oh yeah, change their tank once a month. You want to take all this bedding out and change it because they do they do pee a lot. They don't poop that much, but she pees a lot. That's what I've noticed. So we'll start to get an odor, and you also get little flies in there. So yeah, it's good to take it out. So that's really it. I'll probably post more videos. I'm gonna do my Firebelly Toad video right after this, so you can look that up. I don't have any lizards right now. This is my room. As you can see, it is pretty much empty. There's a Firebelly Toad tank right behind there, and that's because my parents aren't really in the lizards. That's not their fault. I mean, they just don't like them. They have likes and dislikes. That's fine. Hopefully this winter we'll be getting a bearded dragon or leopard gecko or crested gecko. One of those 3 definitely. And from there I will probably begin slowly expanding because I am in 8th grade right now. So and I wrestle. I mean, like wrestle a lot. So I mean, I can't get a ton of this stuff because I mean I have other things in my life. So I can't spend hours upon hours looking after these guys. So don't expect like tegus to start popping up. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Just do a shout out real quick to my buddy, Coby Alavez. He has Coby Alavez Reptiles. He has a pretty cool collection. He's my friend. He has a nice collection: bearded dragon, crested gecko, ball python, Kenyan sambo, that sort of stuff. He has more stuff than me. So he has a pretty cool lot. Check him out, and I will see you guys later. Oh, almost forgot. She doesn't have a name, my Pacman frog, and I will be holding a naming competition. Whoever comes up with the best name wins. Bragging rights. I don't have anything to send you. Sorry, but it's just how it is. But yeah, give me some names and let's pick the best one, and that's it. All right, YouTube, you have a nice day. See ya.